Hey, let's talk about defense here and why it's important to keep your hands up while you're throwing your punches. Well, let's say I throw my jab out and I drop my other hand down. Every time I do this, I'm open to get hit back with another jab or even a long range left hook. Or they could step in on a hook and catch me with that left hook. So this is always a big mistake, and if your opponent sees you do it, they're going to try to take advantage of that. You can land a counter shot on someone almost every time when they are dropping their hands out of position, because they won't have that defense there. Once their arm is out, they're leaving a door open here automatically just because they're punching. But when they're dropping the other hand, they're really leaving their whole body open, because they're at least leaving more doors open, because now that leaves this open and this open, and then now they have left that open as well, right? So they're leaving doors open on this side and this side. So you don't want to do that. You want to always have hands coming back into position and hands not dropping down when you're throwing punches, all right? Keep that hand by your face when you're throwing your jab. Now when I'm throwing the cross, it's the same thing. If I drop this down, well, it's a lot easier for somebody to throw that counter shot as a delay. Like I can throw my cross out here, you throw a cross back, and I can roll and block that again. I throw a cross here, you throw a cross back, and I'm going to eat that shot. So, you could block my cross, fire across, and you're going to get me almost every time. So you don't want to drop the front hand when you're throwing your backhand. Another problem is when you throw a jab out and pull your hand back, all right? If that's the case, immediately counter that person with a jab or a cross, because they won't get their hand back in time to be able to protect their face. And if they're throwing a big cross and they're pulling that back here before they throw that haymaker at you, all you got to do is fire your cross and beat them to the shot, because they're never going to get that cross back to your face before you can hit them, right? They're going the wrong direction. All you got to do is beat them to that shot. All right, so keep the hands up. Make sure they're coming back to their starting positions. Don't allow bad habits to form when you're training. Always have one hand up when you're throwing the other punch. And keep those elbows in, no chicken wings, because then you're leaving your body open too, all right? So your opponent's always going to try to force you to make mistakes. Let's not make mistakes on our own, right? Let's try to, if your opponent scores on you, let's make sure they earn it. All right, so I'm Coach Rob. Work on your defense, work on good form, don't drop those hands, and I'll see you next time.